episode 3. Let's get it.
We came here to learn Kenjaku's goal, and also to learn about how to open the prison realm.
Our way out of here is closing.
I'll need 2 of you 3 to remain behind here. Remain behind and guard me. Let me speak of Kenjaku.
Okay, let's get it.
Man's objective is to force the evolution of mankind throughout all of Japan.
Okay, makes sense.
He lacked the cursed energy to do so. So Kenjaku's new method of evolution is to assimilate mankind with me.
How would that be possible?
I thought your assimilation
Should only be possible with the star plasma vessel.
So in a sense, it's actually a good thing that didn't happen. But then it's weird because, whoa, yeah, whoa, because it's weird because during the inventory arc, the higher ups wanted that vessel to you know, they wanted that to happen. Why would they want that to? Well, to preserve Tengen's life, right? Of course. But what if that's not the only reason? What if they wanted? What if they're all I don't know, cause like, what if they're low key in on Kenjaku's plan? I've thought about that before because I shout to Juan, shout to Jason, man. Because I talked to him before about it. Cause we're cause you know they watch JJK, but I kind of threw this theory at him because I was like, what if the higher ups elders of Jujutsu Tech low-key want Kenjaku to win? Because why in the world are we stopping Gojo? Like, why are we stopping Gojo from being born? And I get Sukuna, right? Because Sukuna, it wants to destroy stuff, so you know you don't want. I get that, right? But why go after Gojo, or why? Basically, in a sense, be in support of what Mahito and Kenjaku did of sealing Gojo. Why make it a crime for them to get Gojo out? Because Gojo is the only one that could stop Kenjaku from winning. You see what I'm saying? It's like in a sense, if they're good, if the higher ups are good and all, why in the world would they do something so contradictory? Because I get, you know, they want to take out Sukuna because Kenjaku at some point in a sense wants Sukuna, you know, wants Sukuna to be aligned to what we got going on, if possible. But it hasn't really shown to be that way, so kind of sorta hasn't really fully shown to be that way because Sukuna could also be a wild card that might be outside of our control, which they knew for a fact that was Gojo. That's why they sealed Gojo. Huh, man. Killing Yuji would help. I mean, Sukuna would be just a good deterrent for Gojo, for Kenjaku and them. So it makes sense why they want him. But why? But then if that's the case, why would you make it a rule for people not to grab Gojo? See, like, that part just doesn't make sense, right? That part just doesn't make sense. So that's like the only piece of the puzzle that it just keeps like, I'm always thinking about it. I'm like, dude, are the higher ups in support of Kenjaku in a sense? Because something just doesn't add up there.
Now that I've evolved, my soul is everywhere all the time.
Ah.
The world itself is who I am now. People who assimilated with me would become something more than a sorcerer.
So you're like basically like the Speed Force, bro. You're like the space-time continuum itself, like low-key, like
Impurities of 100 million people would flood the world. What happened in Tokyo would be recreated on a worldwide scale.
Want to do something like that?
That I do not know.
because I guess when in reference to why only Japan we have curses is because I guess Tengen with setting up these barriers made it so that the curses weren't prevalent within other countries, but due to recent events, curses are more shown between other places in the world, especially in Japan. And the reason why that's bad is because the reason why curses even exist is because they're the combination of all negative emotions or different or intense stuff like that of humans. So if we were to assimilate with Tengen, whatever we have within us with that will have all these curses, it would be just it would be crazily like amplified, you know? Just nothing but destruction. Right? Basically.
It also seems Kenjaku has connections to Sukuna.
Yes.
Because myself, the star plasma vessel, and the Six Eyes are all connected by fate and intertwined with each other.
Really?
Who was stopped by the sorcerer with the 6 eyes. The second time, he was thorough. He killed both the star plasma vessel and the bearer of the 6 eyes within a month of their birth.
One of their birth. But the person that you're referring to is what was her name? The person that got killed by Toji. What was Toji in on Kenjaku? Wait, I want to make sure I understand that part.
Past, Kenjaku was stopped by the sorcerer with the 6 eyes.
Stop by Gojo, yeah.
Thorough. He killed both the star plasma vessel and the bearer of the 6 eyes within a month of their birth.
Yeah.
Since
Your pops.
he decided to destroy the very fate that connected us.
Damn.
Necessary pieces except for the prison realm.
But Gojo.
Realm made its way into Kenjaku's hands as well.
Oops.
He probably plans to use that as a warm-up to start their assimilation with me. Kenjaku should have been forced to accept several pacts.
Right.
One of those pacts is that Kenjaku is not allowed to name himself the Culling Games Game Master.
He can't control it. Yeah, because he has access to all of that cursed energy. You can't get access to all that without any repercussions or without any consequence, huh? The game master must approve any additional rules requested under Rule 6 and above. Okay, the rule will significantly hinder the continuation of the Culling game. But it's still crazy how Kenjaku has it to where the game is still able to continue. But how can we beat the game? How can we stop the game? What, just by killing Kenjaku? Or by killing all the game masters?
Unfortunately, that's a disadvantage to you as well, because it means that killing Kenjaku won't end the game.
Oh my, what?
Either all of the players must die, or the players must all refuse to participate and die.
Wow.
And add a rule that creates a way out of the game for Sumiki and those reluctant to participate.
We need to get to 100 points.
If Kenjaku comes, that's all the more reason for me to guard Tengen.
Kumo she's really powerful, so I would understand why she would hang back. You would want people that is able to hang with Kenjaku to stay back. You would definitely want that to happen.
Now this.
Oh yeah, but
Satoru Gojo is also sealed away within this back gate. The authority to open the gates rests with the owner of the front, Kenjaku.
Dang it!
You need either the inverted spear of heaven that can force the cancellation of cursed techniques, or something that can disrupt and cancel out the effects of a cursed technique. The black rope could.
Who has that?
Gojo either sealed the inverted spear of heaven abroad, or destroyed it.
Aw, why would you do that?
Dang it! Oh my gosh, that was the blade that Toji had! What? How did they just randomly have those things? The Zidane clan had that. Toji, you did something good and bad.
The black rope was also completely frayed by Gojo.
Yo, come on, man. I can't have shit in this house.
Dang it!
Is there another way?
There's a sorcerer from 1,000 years ago who calls herself Angel.
Know about Angel.
She's in the colony on the east side of Tokyo. The barriers of the Culling game reject me. I'm afraid I don't have any more information than that.
Oh, hey guys, Future Mike here. Just a comment on what Tengen said, that he or she can't identify specifically where Angel is. It's weird that, because Tengen is like dang near the closest thing as a deity, or at least in my eyes at this moment watching the show. So I'm just like, man, it's kind of weird that you can't identify where certain people are. Like it's weird that coincides with putting, like, halting something with the Culling game. I feel like that shouldn't really mess things up with the Culling game in order for you to figure out where someone is. You know? That I find that strange, you know? Like, with some of the constraints that they made for Tengen. So, but I get it though, because you don't want to make things too OP and make things too easy, but I just found that strange. Anyways, pass Mike, take it from here.
Let's start going over things from there.
Okay, sure.
10 colonies across Japan.
Tell the colonies. It's like different barriers. Like the borders of each colony.
How long will it take to complete?
My guess it's over in 2 months.
2 months? Alright, we got some time then.
That gives us about 10 days and 15.
10 days. Solid.
What Tsumiki is forced to play.
I mean, it's a message to call the game up to 100 points out of roll. So if you can get, so for the people that you don't want to play, as long as they're outside of, as long as they're out of Japan, you're good. So if he can get his sister out of Japan, that should be doable.
The people would die if they refused to participate.
That's right.
If that's the case, the stripping isn't being done by idle transfiguration. It's not a pact either, because it says stripped, not prohibited.
Does that mean death though?
But that also means there's no risk to sorcerers without any curse technique like me.
Right.
What'll happen to Panda? Does he even have a
What about
brain?
Panda? Oh my gosh. All right.
In order to keep the players inside for the duration, the premise that players entered of their own free will is extremely important.
Okay.
About adjusting the barrier strength.
Sure. Players will receive points upon ending the life of another player. That's when things are getting dicey. That's when things are being dicey. So I'm glad we all of us here. I'm glad we all, I'm glad we all for the most part kind of cool, so we don't gotta worry about that between each other.
It's best to think of the culling game itself as the game master.
What the what? Kogane isn't it, so it's like its own deity. It's like, I guess that doesn't really, it's not that important to be like, ooh.
You should expect a fair decision when it comes to all challenges.
Why?
Jujutsu sorcery would not allow them to show more favoritism towards Kenjaku.
Yeah, interesting.
Yuki and Choso will remain here. I need to return to the Zenin house to get their cursed tools.
Okay.
Kamo and Zenin clans both took their cursed tools out of Jujutsu High's Forbidden Vault. However, Megumi is now the head of the Zenin clan.
So now we can do whatever.
So we're free to rummage through the Zenin's Forbidden Vault. That.
Now it's gonna be a problem.
I'll avoid the nearby colonies.
Ah, okay.
Aware that the colonies might cut off reception, so I might be out of contact for a while.
If Sukuna appears.
Ah, see, that's gonna be a problem. Wait, how about we're adding rules? How about we're able to certain players are able to have access to go across any colony as they please, while still representing solely one colony. I wonder if that would be allowed. Dang, because then they won't be able to.
If that happens, you can have him kill you. After I die.
I'm trying to avoid that situation.
Do whatever it takes to recruit him.
Is he strong at
Alright.
least?
Very. But bro. Or why didn't the higher ups? Yeah, because don't the higher ups know and understand Tengen a good deal? So why did they not think about getting some of these Spirit of Heaven and Black Rope so that it's within our possession? All in 10 days. Wow.
I want to thank you for all the help.
Don't die out there.
Aww. Oh my gosh, I'm crying.
Crying?
Thanks for coming.
All of that made sense. Wait, hold up. Why did you have the issue with that? Am I bugging? And I know I'm called out or whatever, being slow to pick up on things at different times, but I don't know. That was pretty easy to follow.
35 years old.
Just give it up already.
Oh my gosh.
It's full of late bloomers who suddenly make it big for no good reason, but not a single one. No one's gonna think ill of you. Go do something you're actually suited for.
Wait, why does he look familiar?
Both you and him have the wrong idea. There are people who ain't funny that still make it big.
Yeah. Is that the only way to make it big?
There are two types of comedians that manage to stay big. Comedians who are always funny, and comedians who can go ahead and delude themselves into believing they are.
Yeah.
So which type are you?
50-50 or 70-30?
Fumiko? Or Fumihiko, yeah. Takaba. Fumihiko Takaba. Yo, episode the exposition, man. So that must have been the episode where people were like, how in the world does this work? It makes sense. Because if anything, but yeah, with Maki's whole thing, I honestly think it's just that they're looking for artifacts. Maybe the Black Rope is in there, right? Megumi, Yuji, they're going to recruit Hikari. join forces. Yuta is going off by himself to gather more information. So I heard on that point. But what other information could you find that could be helpful? I mean, or at least I guess Yuta might be looking for Angel as well in the other side of it. So you know what? I just gotta play it. So it's on the opening or ending song parts. I can let that go. I can just